Tyrannosaurus rex was the biggest carnivorous dinosaur the world has ever seen. But despite that, there's a small group of animals it would have feared. These animals were T-Rex killers. Some lived millions of years apart from T-Rex, while others have the scars to prove it. We begin 100,000 years ago, when possibly the biggest land mammal ever existed, Paleoloxodon pneumaticus. This wasn't just any elephant. Current data suggests it may have been 20 tons and 17 feet tall at the shoulder, which is twice as heavy and 7 feet taller than today's biggest elephants. That also means it was twice as heavy and maybe around 5 feet taller than T-Rex. It also had giant tusks that would have been great at deterring attackers. This animal charging straight at a T-Rex would have been a death sentence. The T-Rex can try biting its legs, but the dinosaur would need to be careful of its powerful, heavy kicks. Okay, so 2 times heavier than T-Rex is pretty impressive, but what if we had an animal, not 2 times heavier, not 3, but possibly 6 times heavier? Enter Sauroposeidon. This behemoth lived 110 million years ago and was maybe 60 to 70 feet tall, making it possibly the tallest animal to have ever existed. This was nearly 6 to 7 times taller than T-Rex. It was also 90 feet long, which is like 3 school buses lined up against each other. Its size alone would be enough to make any predator, including T-Rex, stay far away from it. The T-Rex wouldn't even be able to bite the neck because it just couldn't reach it. T-Rex was maybe 12 feet tall, while the shoulder height of Sauroposeidon was 20 feet. T-Rex could instead try biting the legs, but a kick from one of these would be a killing blow. Other similar sized sauropods like Argentinosaurus and Supersaurus would also be able to kill a T-Rex, making the largest sauropods Tyrannosaurus rex proof. But so far in this video, none of the animals mentioned have ever actually fought a T-Rex. It's pure speculation. But there is one dinosaur we know battled and seems to have won against a T-Rex, and it has the scars to prove it. This dinosaur was a Torosaurus. The Torosaurus was a 5-ton animal closely related to Triceratops. It had one of the largest skulls of any land animal ever, due to its giant frill, which was even larger than that of Triceratops. This frill could have been used to make itself seem larger and more imposing than it was. It also had 3 horns, the longer ones being 4 feet in length. Although these horns were likely more so for display or fighting other Torosaurus, they could have also been used as weapons that can stab right through a T-Rex like butter. A T-Rex would rather not deal with this animal, but those that are advantageous enough would be risking their lives. One T-Rex 67 million years ago might have learned this the hard way. A Torosaurus nicknamed Nicole was unearthed in Wyoming and showed tooth marks in its giant frill, likely a T-Rex attack. But the curious thing is that these wounds have been healed. This means Nicole, the Torosaurus, was able to fend off a T-Rex attack. So, 67 million years ago, an advantageous T-Rex possibly used ambush tactics and bit straight into Nicole's frill. The Torosaurus struggled but was able to push the T-Rex away from it. It's entirely possible afterwards the T-Rex just gave up and ran away. Or, Nicole could have attacked, ramming its horn straight into the T-Rex, severely injuring it. Whatever the case, Nicole and other Torosauruses were more than capable of defeating a T-Rex, making these animals certified T-Rex killers.